People. 12 people. 11 people. Yeah, fix your hair. You gotta look better. Come on. There you go. What's up, 11 people?
Hi, 11.
All 11 of you. That's good. What's going on?
Is it like Ocean's 11? Oh, 13 now.
13 now.
Yeah. 24.
24. Yeah, it usually starts to jump up pretty significantly once it goes from the Bear Independent logo. 47. Yeah, that's what chickens sound like back there. Oh man, there's something chewing on my ankles. We should have got the bug spray.
It's over here.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, what kind is it? 56 people, tactically 62 people. Cutter. This stuff? Does this work?
Shines it keeps the biting flies away, because that's what it is. It's biting flies.
Biting flies? Here you go. 75
Why is no
people.
one saying hello?
I know. Why can't I see the things? Oh, there we go. Because I hit the wrong button. April Cisco entered the giveaway, and she likes a large glass of wine at the end of the day, and that made me think of you. I remember the name. Plus, my mom's name is April. So, yeah, Brian. I mean, look.
Oh, speaking of which, the home call that we got was Salina Home.
Is that what was going on?
Not,
so it wasn't, the office phone wasn't possessed. Okay, 20-pound vest, good for you guys. Howdy, Edward Leonard. Yeah, we're good, man. Scott, hello. Gray Ghost, what's going on? Julie's here. And Corey B and Mad Mike, my cousin. Opie Waddell, he's got all the rabbits. He doesn't like it when you call him Opie Waddle. It's not his name.
I wouldn't either.
Patty's here. What's up, Patty? And yeah, Brian's here. Bob Taylor is here. David McGregor, shalom, brother. Joel D, hi from Quebec. Hi from not Quebec. See, and you know, if you know somebody from Quebec, when you pronounce it, because most people say Quebec, but it's Quebec, like a K with a K. Yeah. Bear, we're all your cousins. Maybe, probably, I don't know. My dad seemed pretty prolific back in the day. Titan, we're good. Hola, Michael Sorensen, shalom. Bear, we need bear morale patches. Okay, I'll get right on it. So we got your comments on the community section. What did you want to talk about? Nothing?
Yeah, whatever.
Shalom, homies. Sean Robinson, shalom. Thrifty VG is here. Waddell's Rabbits and Hobby Farm on Facebook. Indeed, and not one more inch. David McGregor. I love Quebec. Spend a lot of time there. That's pretty good. You drink the Molson Triple XA. That's a good beer right there, you know. Sorry, I'm gonna try not to talk like this some more. I don't mean to offend everybody that's up there over that way. The Molson Golden's pretty good. I like that when I go to a hockey event or something like that. But the Molson Triple X, I like that on like a Friday night when it's gonna get crazy. Hey, it's Tia Adams. Shalom there, Tia Adams. You should really just already start a channel and call it Tia Tawaki already. Or Tactical Tia, maybe. I don't know. But Tia Tawaki, the branding just does itself, you know. Schlitz. No, not Schlitz. Schlitz makes me want to schlitz my wrist. No, thank you. Bear window stickers. The $3 patrons get 3-inch PVC stickers. And if you order an IFAC, I send you a sticker. Actually, I've been sending 2 stickers. So you order 2 of them, you get 4 stickers. There you go. My wife is interested in the essential oils. We're checking out some info online. Brian, email us at hommybiscuits, HOMMY, biscuits @gmail.com, right?
Correct, Amundo.
Tell them all about it. Tell them what they want, homie.
No, if you want any information regarding YL, you can also go to my channel and check out one of my videos, and my YL website is in there, and you can read up on it. If you want.
How is that phonetically? Hilo Oscar, Mike, Yankee,
right.
Bravo, India, Sierra, Charlie, Uniform, India, Tango, Sierra, Homie Biscuits. Wow, double tapping hillbilly. Shalom, brother. You just made my brain do a backflip, brother. Right. Neil, yes, Neil's here. Everybody, we can party now. Neil's here. Crazy Canuck, shalom. Molson's some good stuff, you know. Good job. Thanks, April. So somebody asked, I should tell them here. I got dual wielding iPhones. +10 to nerds.
Dangerous.
Who's dangerous?
You with 2 phones.
I'm just dangerous. Fill in the blank. Hear your thoughts about bugging in. We could talk about bugging in. I want to talk about that.
Somebody commented on your watch. What watch are you wearing?
This is a new Timex, and I don't remember what it's called, but I'll probably do a quick video on it. Shut up, you're dead to me. Be meat. But it's got a good face on it. My arm doesn't bend that way. But yeah, Bobby Mojo, shalom.
Hi, Bobby.
Bobby Mojo's on the oil train, isn't he? He's oily. He does the oily things. That's not OPSEC, right?
No.
Okay. Oh, well, let's talk about this right quick. Free Spirit Press News, our sister at that channel there, which you should already be checking out. Puzzleman, shalom, brother, asked how to find larger size abdominal dressings and the serious reasons why, if you were going to put holes on target, you need to be able to plug them as well. So one of the greatest resources that I've gotten, I actually got from a patron months ago on the community section. Yes, it's Tuesday, Snake Doc. Get a calendar, bruh. And it's shopmedvet.com. Shopmedvet.com. It might be shopvetmed.com. One of those two combinations.
Something like that.
It's either shopmedvet or shopvetmed.com. Stupid cheap, man. Hello to Harmony too. Hi, Frank. That's extra crispy. Yeah, and he's gonna be extra crispy because I'm going to attack him with napalm. That's how much I like him. Matthew Brady, no lag, man. Just do push-ups, it'll fix it. But anyway, ShopVetMed or ShopMedVet.com, one or the other. The tacos are in the house. We had lamb tacos for dinner. My wife made them. MedVet, awesome source. That's what it is. Shop MedVet. I bought a case. I bought what I thought was a box of 5x9s for $40, and I was like, that's a decent price. $41.25. It was a case of 400 5x9s for $41, and I was like, oh, I'm in love.
Yes, please.
Just got done pumping iron. Had to check out what's going on Tactical Tuesday. Well, we're just sitting around flexing. I feel like the intro to like an old WWE show. You know, that's all we're doing. I wish you would have made the bare facts before I bought a bunch of my gear. Well, happy wife, happy life. Also, sell that stuff. Yeah. So,
just add to it.
Add to it, yeah. Flexing in the mirror.
According to T, you can never have too much medical.
Yeah, there is no such thing. Jacob, shalom. Scott, shalom. Hans and Franz time. Yeah, I will pump you up. It's a full size. Hey, Bear. Hey, Jimmy Bear. David Boswell, shalom. MH Fitbody, he knows how to pump the iron at the desk.
He's oily too.
He's
not
oily
me,
too.
But
not with not with you.
Not with me.
Shame on
He's
you.
Not oily with me.
Oh my goodness. Here I was thinking we were friends. Just messing. Yeah, NWA Prepper knows. So anyway, that's a really good resource, shopvetmed.com. Because remember that first box that came? It was like massive.
Yes.
And you were like, how much did you spend on that?
Yes.
It was like $12. It's like nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, like
I
nothing.
can't complain.
Just don't do the Silence of the Lamb mirror dance. You got it. You got it. Are you planning to trap during SHTF? If so, how? No, I'm not. My wife does need to order some of those. Online, Night Runners. Shalom, brother. Nightrunners.org. GoFundMe.com/ Gilbert's Op Fund. Gilbert's Op Fund. And I just got a list of things that we need to fix before we can redeploy. And so we are going to be doing a video on that shortly because we got all the things to fix so that we can go fix everybody else. So, yeah. Patriot Plumbers here. Shalom, brother. So, anyway, yeah, that's where you get, I get a lot of medical supplies from there. Obviously, it should go without saying, adventurefrontier.com. You can get your bear facts there, your tourniquets there, your cat tourniquet holders there, SWAT tees, everything, all the things there as well. And then why should you have medical stuff? The short answer is because bullets fly both ways. That's why. Because I think If you carry a gun but you don't have any medical on you or near you, you're living in a fantasy land. That's why. So, Alpha Jack, how upstate? Is that words? Shalom. Oh, hey, it's Tribesman. What's going on? Yes, we're winding it up tonight. Moscato. Right? That's what this is?
Yes.
Say
Super
it.
cheap Moscato.
Say it properly.
Moscato.
No, that's not how you pronounce it properly.
What?
Try again. Moscato.
Muscato.
Muscato?
Muscato.
Muscato. Hey, Bear, reminder, because I can. Yeah, I got your emails, bruh. Loco American is spiritual warfare tactical. You know it. Get your armor dented, bro. Moscato must have prep. Question, what do you think about Anderson Manufacturing AM-15 multi-cal? I don't know anything about the AM-15. I know that Anderson has kind of got their crap together as far as making AR-15s. And yeah, don't have an issue with it. Bear, you still working on the truckers get home pack out? You know what? I actually posted a video to that end on Patreon a while ago. And I should probably revisit that for YouTube. So I will make a note of that. Look at that dog. They want in there so bad.
They want that bunny.
They're such a little tiny. Baby ninja training has begun. Roger. Mad Celt, shalom. Tim, aka Filthy Animal. Bear, do you have any advice for disabled preppers? I actually have a couple of videos on that already. Yankee working on an NGOs. I need somebody to raise their hand and say, hey, we're ready for help now. But yeah, we're already starting to stockpile the things and prep to do the things there. Make an Instagram so I can follow it. It would just look like this, but it wouldn't move.
I don't even understand. Like,
yeah.
All that crap confuses me. I don't understand. Patreon. Or not Patreon.
We got
Instagram,
one of them.
Instagram, Twitter, like, all those. That is annoying.
You almost killed me. With a T, kilt. The killer clown doesn't matter. 55, as in the words of Clint Smith, I've never seen somebody shot with a 55 grain round and thought, wow, I'd like to take their place. That being said, I prefer 62s. They're just a little bit heavier, but we have lots of both. So, oh, Oki's here. Shalom, brother. Well, we need to hang out with Oki regardless, but you and Oki really need to hang out when all the sirens are going off because you're an amateur storm chaser. And he has the word storm chaser in his name.
And doesn't he have a metal detector?
He does have a metal detector.
Yeah, I need to borrow your metal detector.
When is the chicken gonna be soup? Me too. Yeah, Tia's an amateur storm chaser too. I'm telling you, the branding is too easy. Tia Tawaki, you and Tia in the truck with your ham radios and your binoculars, just driving around chasing storms.
Let's do it, Tia.
Good job, Patriot Plumber. It's too easy. Tia Tawaki. It's like, yeah, see? I'm telling you, it's too easy. It's the end of the world as we know it. Boom, Tia Tawaki. And it'd be like you in a silhouette with like an AR, or like the two of you in a silhouette with an AR and Hami holding a chicken.
Oh,
right?
Viking.
Who's here?
Hey, PJ.
Viking Preparedness is here?
Oh, no. Never mind.
Oh.
Never mind.
Negotiator.
It was Virginia, not Viking.
Oh. It's okay. We still like Virginias. That's West Virginia Gunner 304. Who did you hammer? Everybody, probably.
Is Hami gonna do what?
Is Hami gonna do what?
Hami something.
I'm going.
Is Hami gonna do Women's Wednesday? I don't know. It's still weird for me.
Wow.
And
yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
they got slammed up there.
Don, we love you back, man. Is there a beef version of breakfast sausage for biscuits and gravy? Yes. It's tactical. Start the day right with a good bite. We do beef bacon, obviously, and you can make gravy with the beef bacon drippings. And then you could also take the Jimmy Dean turkey sausage and fry that up in some beef bacon, and it tastes like not Jimmy Dean turkey sausage. It tastes like something approximate of sausage.
Look for a local butcher. Like, that's what I did.
All right, tribesmen, we love you too. Goodbye.
Uh, just look and call them up, because
Hey.
if they're butchering cows, all cows have belly buttons. So they can make you some beef bacon.
Do they really?
They do.
Wow.
I think. I don't know. I've never seen a cow.
We should
belly
go. Let's have some more wine, and we'll just take the people with us, and we'll go investigate. I think with enough liquid courage, freedom fuel, I could tackle a cow.
Maybe a baby cow.
No, a full-blown cow.
No, I think a baby cow.
Cow tipping. Cows have
I've
belly
been cow
buttons.
tipping.
Have you?
Yes.
Elaborate. The internet wants to know.
And we used to get in fights with cow patties.
Justin working on it.
And egg sacs from the fish that we caught. It was like anything gross that we could projectile throw at one another and have the chance of smacking each other in the face. We did it.
Yeah.
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 And then we got hosed off.
Hosed off. Yuck.
Yeah.
Are you saying you're a hoser?
I'm a hoser.
Were you drinking the Molson when you were a hoser?
No.
Oh, you're a bulldogger now. Bear versus cow. Two animals enter the ring. Only one will leave. I'll be wearing that cow when I leave. I'm just saying. Okay, so that's all of that is medical. Just file all of that under medical. Troy Preppin, bless you. Good to see you too, brother. Thank you. Yeah, fishing's good up here. Ask Tia. Tia and her hubby. They're like, they sustenance fish without even trying that hard. Like, they're awesome. Okay. Let's see. Selling tickets to the cattle wrestling show. Hey, man, if we can raise money to go help people in Nebraska and I get to tip a cow, let's do it, man. Let's see.
Absolutely. Prayers for Ohio, Indiana,
Yep.
Kansas City.
Yep. By the way,
Oklahoma last week.
if you're in Ohio near the Dayton area or the Salina area and you were affected or you want to help those who were affected, we actually have an extremely strong team of Bear Nation in Ohio. So I've already been in touch with those guys, several of them today, and we're already orchestrating. So if you need help or want to help, email us. Uncle Cody's here. Hot dang! Prayers for Denton. Nothing hit us this town is just awful. You have feet. You're not a tree.
Okay, come visit.
Yeah, they are coming to visit. You better be. You owe me a text message, by the way. D-Neck, shalom, brother. Matthew Boydston. Hi. Hi, Matthew Boydston. Cameron, they're coming great, man. We're gonna do a Gen 2 in a week or two, or are we? I don't know, but yeah, we're doing it, man. They're coming along great. Shalom. I can't wait till October, bruh. I'm just saying, you know, and just with the things. Hopefully, the timing works out with the thing and the other thing, with the thing and the person new here to Earth. But we'll try not to OPSEC either of us too hard, but. It's just us and 233 of our closest friends. You guys ready for Starlink? First 60 of 12,000 satellites deployed. That's a deployed? Displayed? Displayed. Hey, from not Dublin. Shalom. All right, let's get another question over here. Medical care for kids. Thanks, Bear. Shaloha. I love that. That's awesome. Shaloha. Shalom. 46 Langodawi. I can say that word. Howdy doody, Vince. Medical care for kids. Are we talking like trauma medical? Or
I would imagine.
probably get a RATS or a SWAT T, and then it's the same things. A smaller gauge nasal pharyngeal airway. What's it, the 20? Is it the 20 gauge? NWA, do you remember? You can also get J tubes for kids, which is a whole nother thing. Breathing apparatus. Spot on, T. Bless you, man. Thank you. I think it's the 20 gauge NPA. But we're actually going to be infants and bugging out. Watch our channel. There's a video.
Nope.
Go search the video called "Bugging Out with Babies," and we did a facsimile of bugging out with the baby. Bruh, like, it's eye-opening. Just let me tell you.
Yeah. Just try it, and you'll see why. Like, do a trial run.
Yeah. That's kind of the thing is like, trial run all of this stuff. Don't take my word for it or my wife's word for it, or try it for you, man. See what happens. Yeah, our kid is 28, but NWA, our kid is 28, but I think the 20s are for ideally, or kind of like the one-stop shopping for children and small-statured adults. Tried bugging out with the baby once. Try bugging in with them. That's a whole nother.
It's the same thing. Like, either way, you're dead.
Anything with babies goes sideways.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's exactly right. Can't walk a mile without saying, "Hey, stop doing that 1,000 times." Exactly. Bless you, Detroit Preppin'. Thank you. Oh, this is a good question from Patriot Plumber. In your opinion, for once, no, just kidding. In your opinion, what does a turnkey addition to a community look like? For example, take a family of 4 that are good people. Next, what is the basic loadout for that family? Food, guns, gear, blah, 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 skills that would get them an easy pass into said community. So you want to take a stab at that first?
No.
No? What do you think is valuable? What do you find valuable in people?
Well, like morals?
Sure, anything. I mean, you're talking about community. So, and that's something to understand is SHTF community is not just doing the tactical things. It's life.
Right.
So what do you find valuable in people?
I think work ethic.
Good
Number
answer.
1. Like, I hate lazy people.
Jeff Smith, great question.
So, work ethic, honesty, integrity.
It's great, Garrett. I've been meaning to email you. Thank you. You're awesome.
Humor. Humor is
He's
very
saying
important.
if someone showed up at the door, what would let them in? But go ahead. Keep going.
Right. I mean, I think, like, when you're dealing, as far as, like, a question of couple, you know, like a family showing up, seeing how those parents interact with their kids.
Man.
Like, if they just let their kids run all over and be flipping terrors and not say a word, no. No.
Now, that's understanding that some kids, I mean, our kids are heathens, but it's trying to go out of your way to limit the heathenness, right? And
Right.
thank you for the $5. Thank you very much.
Yeah. But I think also, like, skill sets. You know, being able to hold your own so that you're not necessarily going to be, you know, even
You're not dead weight.
75% dependent on,
Yep.
that family that you're trying to attach to.
Yep.
So having your own skill sets, being able to hold your own, having, you know, enough food for yourselves or enough seeds to get yourself started with growing,
I
and
think.
being able to bring something that maybe they don't have.
Yep. I think the question is along the lines of, in like an emergency where equipment or supplies wasn't pre-staged here.
Right.
Like, and we'll say almost as if the balloon has gone up and we have no previous context.
Right.
I don't know you, you don't know me, right? And that's kind of tough, right? And so, yeah, he's saying yes. So here's my thing with that. In an ideal world, obviously, pre-stage things and know people and know where you're going so that you have context with people so that this question is just a brain game. It's not a reality. But aside from that, what I would be looking for with people, and this is foundational to me, is that we share faith. Maybe not the exact You know, well, you keep Torah and I don't. Okay, but can we both agree that Yeshua is HaMashiach? Can we both agree that Jesus is the Christ? Can we both agree that we're going to abide by the rules and principles laid out in this Bible for how to live a good life, how to resolve conflict, what constitutes, you know, being good to somebody, what constitutes being bad to somebody, right? If we can all agree on that, that's a huge step in the right direction. And that's not just about me. It's not validation for me feeling good about me or you. It's we are now predictable to each other, right? We have the same code of ethics. And if we're predictable to each other, that means that we don't have to spend our valuable time and energy watching each other's backs. Or not watching each other's backs, but I don't have to worry about you near as much, right? And so
Where are you? Get over here.
So you start talking about the Father, and then the service cuts out. Who'd have thought? Yeah, I rebuke all that nonsense. So faith, for sure, is foundational for me. And then I look at, you know, what are the capabilities? And no, Wes, you can't go pagan. You could. I mean, it's just you'd have to do it on that side of the gate, you know. Texas Pete, shalom, brother. So. And then from there, it's capabilities and also need. And what's my ability to meet your need? Like if 4 people show up and I just don't have the food to feed you.
Or the room.
House you. Right? And so that's a great point. So it's positions of strength, right? I've got to be good in order to get everybody else around me good. So now let's say that we share faith and we have the room and we have the food. So now, man, it's personality, right? It's dating people. And I think that there's probably a probationary period there, right? I think that and it's wise to
kind of set that up first.
Yeah.
Like, we'll try this for 2 weeks.
Right, and let's see. So I think it's probationary because you don't just... It's dating, man. You know, you don't just jump into bed with somebody on the first date. So, am I the only one that this
is? But it's not suggested because you don't know what they are carrying.
Right.
You don't know what diseases they got.
You be gross.
You be gross. I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole.
Oh gosh, a vote among the tribe. Yeah, that's another good one too. Here's my thing with that, and I've posited this. Repeatedly. What about a Buddhist? Wes, you're just stirring the pot, man. See, you made me lose my train of thought. Derailed my train of thought. Gonna sip a herpalades? Yep. No, Don, listen, you're pretty and all, but my wife's right here, okay? So shut it down. Yeah, whatever. I don't remember what we're talking about. There should be a probation period. Yeah.
Yeah.
But all of that is why we should be doing these things now. Get to know people now. Hang out and do the things now so that we can get this figured out, because it could be, you know, that, and this is another thing too, man. You might have, shalom from not Houston. You might have, you might meet a family, like let's just say I meet a dude, right? And I'm like, oh, this is a good dude, good man, man of faith, and yada, yada, yada. And then we go and we're hanging out with them. Doyle Tech, shalom, brother, good to see you. And we're hanging out, you know, me and my wife, him and his wife. And there's something about, it might be my wife says, you know, I don't like the way that he treats his wife. And I'm like, what? I didn't see anything. And you're like, no, there's an undercurrent there, or a tone of something that I don't like, right? That's what we were talking about, the tribe voting, right? But getting your opinion, because you got to live with them too, right? Which is why we're all kind of in practice mode right now. Yeah, women catch everything. That's exactly right. So go with the gut feeling. That's exactly right. Raven Wild, shalom. And so, as far as the tribe getting a vote, and I have not practiced this, this is just purely theoretical, but it seems to me in my brain that if we have a chief, the chieftain, who has executive authority, we have the spiritual leader, we have a Moshe and we have an Aaron, and then we have the war chief, call him Joshua or whatever you want, right? So we have the executive authority, we have the spiritual leader, we have the war chief, then we have a representative for the men and a representative for the women. So we have a council of 5, right? And it takes a 3/5 majority to do everything so that everybody has representation except for war. Defense and security, that would be between the executive authority and the war chief to say, listen, this is an imminent threat. We're going to bring it before the council, but we have to do these things, or because of the immediacy, we won't be around to have another meeting, right? And so that way everybody has representation. Everybody's spoken for, and the chief might say, listen guys, I know that you guys don't want to do this, but we have to do that. Hey guys, shut the hell up for 1 second. Haley Baldwin, what's up? I hope you're not talking to us.
Yeah. Beep.
And oh, are you not talking to me? What's your problem? The chat. Well, the chat's gonna chat, bro.
Yeah. You
Check.
gotta read fast.
They're freezing up my computer. Turn the chat off. You hit the little icon button down here and it turns the chat off. You can do it. Listen, it just spins by. You see, now we're talking about the chat. Yeah. And there's the hammer. Oh, I got a fly in my mouth. So, as far as people showing up who got, who got the nothing, how do you get rid of someone who hasn't done anything wrong but seems to rub the rest of the group like 200 grit sandpaper? That's something wrong. And you sit them down and you politely but firmly say, listen, this is going to suck, but this is a conversation we need to have. This ain't working.
And if they don't listen, you put a gun to their head.
You put a gun to their head?
Yeah.
That's a good thing I like you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, have difficult conversations. My tribe, knowing the truth that Jesus is Lord, has been a problem I've been battling for a while. I can't find anyone local other than them. Pray to the Father, keep looking, and build it. Maybe you got to go somewhere else. Tread on this. Bless you, brother. Brother, I'm a vegetarian prepper. Any advice? Yeah, stock lots of grains, lots of canned vegetables, and grow a giant, robust garden. Wild edibles.
Mm-hmm. Learn your edibles. Learn your fungi.
Right here, fun guy.
You are so fungi.
That's how you do that.
Your herbs, your spices. You can do it. It's just
Ken Fannin, bless you, brother. Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, even most of the stuff we prep is in the vegetarian
Yeah,
line. I mean, like, we've got some meats set aside, but
Loco, you're
everything
welcome.
else would be considered vegetarian.
Yep.
So
Yeah, it is. I mean, other than, I don't know, some vegetarians eat eggs, some vegetarians don't, but
yeah,
I
it's
mean,
typically the vegans that don't do eggs.
yeah, that's true. I'm a beeritarian. I've been on the fence about coming out about it, but I've decided that I'm just gonna eat anything with hops and yeast in it from now on. It's kind
That
of
must be difficult.
It is.
I'm so glad you came out.
I know, thank you. This is a burden I've been carrying for a long
yeah.
time. Ictya?
Is there a beefitarian?
A beefitarian. Yeah, y'all, listen, Patriot, Loco, y'all are welcome to come anytime, like, regardless of what state the balloon is in. My wife doesn't eat eggs, milk, but eat veg. Vegetarians are a strange bunch. Yep, I agree. I'm a carnivore for sure. Listen, here's the challenge, though. Like, the hardest thing to prep really is protein.
Yeah.
Like, it really is. 2 snaps with a millennial accent, truly next level, brother. You're welcome. I love vegetarians. I eat them all the time. That's awesome. Chasing Life, glad to see you. Your question's
drink my
next.
wine.
Can I have some of that
Spray.
ineffective bug spray? We need the stuff that's like 92% DEET.
Well, I got the YL stuff.
This is not that.
No, it's
Okay. Aaron Sargo, don't cry. Don't cry for me, Argentina.
not. No pork.
The truth is, I never left you.
No.
All through our wild days, our mad existence, I kept my promise. Don't keep your distance. That is from the movie Evita, because I know the lyrics to everything. Yeah, that's a good question, Alyssa. We'll come back to that. In fact, Alyssa, stick around because I want to talk about that next. So, okay, so Chasing Life asked, I'd really like to hear your thoughts and then discuss bugging in, either for those of us that are in the process of coomp, come out of her, my people, but happen to get caught in an SHTF situation before we are able to get out, as in this happens tomorrow and are still in the suburbs or city, etc., or as a bear-sized reality check for those that feel as though they are able to defend and remain in their home in a city, urban, or suburban location. I feel as though you could be quite convincing in this matter. Okay, so let's address this, a two-pronged approach. Before we lived here, where did we live?
North Texas.
In the city, rurally, where did we live?
Rurally suburbiness.
So we were in the suburbs.
Yeah.
Near the.
Well, it was rural.
We were in the suburbs, near the rural area.
Rural.
Out there by them dang old hay fields.
And the cows.
Is what we trying to say. So here's the deal. Darren, they do work. Hush your mouth. Hush your mouth. So here's the deal. So we lived in the suburbs, and for a long time, our only option was to bug in, all right, shelter in place. So over yonder, right. And so here's the deal. We stocked a lot of food. We stocked a lot of water. We stocked a lot of weapons. Yeah, rooster fight in the background.
Get that chicken.
Yah forbid. We talked to the neighbors. I mean, my next door neighbor was awesome. He'd say, hey man, I'm going out of town for the weekend. Anybody comes on my property, you shoot him for me. And I'd say, okay, Mr. Ronnie. And then I'd be leaving to go to work or do a thing or something. He'd come out and say, hey, y'all fixing to leave? And say, yeah, we're gonna be away for a few days. All right, anybody comes on your property, I'll shoot him for you. Cool. So like we had that kind of relationship, right? Hey, hush your mouth, meat. So anyway, we were doing all the things, but what really got me was the kids trying to, if we had to bug out, and we even went to the extent of, we have a little 5x7 trailer, and that thing lived loaded in our garage for a while. If we got to bug out, all the stuff's already loaded, hooking it up to the car, and we're just driving out of here, right? But the problem for me became, the more I analyzed it from a security standpoint, the population density. I just couldn't make enough progress from a security standpoint to stave off the roving zombie masses, which we don't have a problem with here. And what really did it for me was, we were still in Texas when that hurricane hit, Hurricane Harvey hit. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Bless you. Thank you. That's my wife, and her name is Harmony. We call her Hammy Biscuits. Now, which part of the property do you want to be buried on? Okay. So she's all mine. I fight you for her. You, the cow, everybody else. So, train of thought derailed. So the security aspect, I just got to the point where it's like, hurricane was no fuel shortage. There was no actual fuel shortage, yet we ran out of fuel repeatedly for weeks in what used to be a little town. I was like, yeah, these people aren't ready for anything. So that was kind of the deal breaker for me. So to that end, if you're going to shelter in place, have all the things and be in a situation where you don't. Okay, sorry about that. So there comes a point in a 3-bedroom, 2-bath suburban house that you can only put so much stuff in there. You can only put so much effort into that plan before it starts to fall apart. And so if you're gonna shelter in place, you really need a strong community. And I mean like a strong community. You need, everybody around you needs to be on board and switched on. And some people are under the impression that they can make that happen in times of chaos when there's a crisis. My buddy Squid, his plan is to mobilize his neighborhood when things go sideways. Man, I'm not into that. And he and I have discussed it at length. I don't see that as a winning proposition. So we live here now, and we enjoy a large amount of community now where we have as much community as we want to have. So on board and switched on. That's exactly right. I lived in the middle of Harvey. Bless you, brother. So it's going well. And so anyway, here's the thing, right? At some point in the long term, if you're anticipating long-term SHTF, sheltering in place is not good.
There we go.
Whew. Working on it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Working on it. Trying to
not be frozen
fix.
all the time.
Fork, Sasquatch, the fork. There's your Instagram. Nice. So yeah, I mean, really, for sheltering in place, you need to have all the things. Diana Sims, bless you. Did you recon your neighbors before you settled on buying your land? Do you recommend it? Yes and yes. Although, truthfully, when we got here, we knew this was the place for us. And what neighbors? We have one neighbor.
Right.
And they're cool. So, yeah. So, Aaron Moore, bless you, brother. George Powelson, shalom. Bless you, man. So, sheltering in place, you need all the things, and you need a good, strong community. And I think even then, over time, the stresses that you will face have the ability to really stress you to the max and break that strong community, because you don't have the ability really to produce inputs to replace the things that you're consuming. So that's kind of my issue. You know, here's the deal, man. You need about 1 million calories a year. Okay, each. So if there's 6 of us on property, how am I going to produce 1 million calories a year? All right, how are you going to do that in your backyard? We got to 40% in Texas intensively. Could you create a shaving kit for your Bob using that X you shown before for a giveaway? Adam Martin, hey, I'll think about it. So what's your homeowners association fees? Ha 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 ha. We don't have an HOA. Praise the Father. So I think it really depends on what you see SHTF being. And for us, I see it as a long slide into a new normal based upon food scarcity, economic collapse, and civil unrest. So that's a long-term thing. That's not a hiccup. I don't see it as a hiccup. So our property taxes are under $600 a year. So for 21 acres with houses and things and wells and all that. Okay. So here's the deal. Somebody asked about Civil War. We're gonna go to a different area of the Homestead, maybe get better service. But if we're gonna talk about Civil War, I need my tinfoil hat that's a tricorn hat coupled with an Otto von Bismarck spike. If we're gonna talk about conspiracy theories. Yes. I feel like it looks like a tinfoil sombrero. All right, so here's the deal. Civil War. Yeah, I think it's entirely possible. It's not a lightning rod. It's an Otto von Bismarck spike. Okay, stand by. Yeah, I used the C word. Stand by. Okay. So, thanks, Wes. Here, a little out of whack. There we go. All right, so now I made this, guys, just for you. I thought you'd appreciate it. I don't know what this stream is, but it's cool. Thanks, bro. Appreciate you. With that hat, you should get better signal. I keep feeding him wine. Bless you. Oh, nice cool breeze. So here's the deal. I do believe that it's entirely possible that we have another American Civil War. I mean, how many states are thinking about splitting in two right now? Doyle Tech, bless you, brother. So, putting one in my spider cache, love it. Better reception, awesome. 5G block, that's exactly right. The country's just not getting along right now. You add to the political turmoil and tension, you add in that there's a lot of states that use way more tax money than they produce, and there's a lot of states that produce way more tax money than they use. And so there's a dichotomy there. And I think it's really going to come down to political. I think the 2020 elections really have a chance of kicking it off. Really have a chance of kicking it off, because one half of the country is going to be pissed. No, I made it. Bless you guys. Thank you. Look at this. I made it. Look at this. This is handmade. This is handmade. I formed it over the top of one of my wife's mixing bowls, just for you guys. So, tactical tinfoil plate carrier, roger that. I'll do like a demo video. How many layers of tinfoil does it make to not die from a 50 BMG? More than I can carry. Rums, bless you. So, anyway, I really do think that civil war is entirely possible. I don't like that at all. I don't want that. Civil war, there's no winner in a civil war, man. It's just gonna suck. So, $20, I want the hat. For $20, I will email you a PDF on how to make the hat. This one is worth considerably more. Chasing life. Yes. Demolition Ranch, I think I did a video on that. Yeah. Something's chewing on my back. $100, I want a copy, Roger. Yeah. So I just think that, what is your political views on the 2020 election, if you don't mind me asking? Typically speaking, I stay apolitical because I piss off everybody, okay? I'm a conservative Christian libertarian who believes in the sanctity of life. I think politics is complete and utter earplugs, kids, bullshit. And I think that the right wing and the left wing are both part of the same totally effed up bird, and I want nothing to do with any of it. It's all bred in circuses, it's all a distraction, and if it really mattered, they wouldn't let us participate. It doesn't matter. It just creates the illusion of us having some input. So, yeah, I could care less. Me personally, I could care less what happens. Wes S, bless you, brother. Bless you, man. So, yeah, it's like a tennis match. Don't forget Alyssa's question. Good point. Okay. Yeah, I want the Constitution back too, man. I am a constitutional absolutist, man. And I mean, even when it gets uncomfortable, even when it gets, yeah, shall not be infringed. Well, what about felons? I don't know. Shall not be infringed. Well, but what if they're total scumbags? Shall not be infringed, right? We have a mechanism to change that. We have ways to amend the Constitution, and we choose not to do it. We bypass that with other petty political BS. It's nonsense. It's nonsense. So, that's just one example. Don't get me started on the Fourth Amendment. The First Amendment, obviously, right? Obviously. Are you selling those hats? Puzzleman, as good as you've been to me, I'll send you one, man. Carl, bless you, brother. That will bear fruit, believe me. So yeah, exactly. We don't need to amend it. We need to follow it. Ken, you're exactly right. And see, this is why I don't get political, but I guess I am wearing a tinfoil tricorn hat, so maybe it's time. But man, I'm just telling you, it's the 2020 elections. There is no winner. There's just the side that loses a little bit less, and it's gonna suck no matter what. And I'll tell you another thing for real that conservatives need to be aware of. The liberals are starting to figure out that they don't have very many weapons, and they're starting to get some and train with them. We need to be aware of that. Bless you, Jesse Rains. Thank you very much. What was the question we were talking about? Alyssa's question was something to the effect of how do people with disabilities find a group or find a place to fit into a group? OPSEC here or not, where do you draw the line on the Second Amendment? There's no line, shall not be infringed. Man, and I mean, like, I should be able to walk into the gun store, and if I want to buy a 240 Bravo with a suppressor with no paperwork, I can. If I can afford it, I should be able to buy it, right? I mean, all weapons were military weapons back in the day. That's kind of where I draw the line. Nowhere, right? That's the same government that has, you know, how many nuclear capable submarines out in all the oceans everywhere. I know the answer, I just can't talk about it. That has the capability to wipe off all life on the entire face of the earth is concerned about me having a certain type of rifle. Bull honky. That's bull crap. So, yeah. It's actually pretty hot underneath here. Having weapons and having decades of proficiency in weapons, you pick the side. Yeah, Night Runners, bless you, brother. I should ask a redcoat if I can spy on him. I'll slay you. I want an Abrams take. I want an M1A4 Abrams. M314, right? We talking about the 134 minigun? Free men don't ask permission. Yep. Yeah, man, and that's pretty much where I'm at with all of this is, listen, I looked Glenn Beck in the eyeballs in his own studio and said, I'm just waiting for the first shot in the Second American Revolution. That's where I'm at. Like, I'm not the guy firing it, but boy, I'm there. I'm there. So, yeah, 57 millimeter recoilless rifle. Mm-hmm. So, where'd you send someone looking for like-minded Christians in their area? Should I just keep searching for people in the churches that are local? I think it depends on how like-minded and how Christian you are, because there's varying degrees of both. I like sending people to the Fellowship Finder at 119 Ministries, but what you're going to find there are Torah-observant Christians. But I'm a Torah-observant Christian. It's working out pretty good for me so far. So, other than that, man, it's dating people. I've done a couple of videos on Patreon about this. I've done a couple of videos on YouTube about this. Most churches are spiritually dead. Remember, the church is not the building. It's the people who are assembled in his name. And if we're going to talk about the Most High, I'm not going to have this goofy hat on. The church is not the building. The church is the people, okay? Do we participate in said conflict as Hebrews? Oh, absolutely we do. Put your sword upon your thigh and go through the camp from north to south to east to west and slay all of those who participated in the iniquity. Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. Let me remind you, there's a little guy, you might have heard of him, they called him King David. Yeah. Randall Berry, bless you, brother. We seem to be doing better here. You gonna wear it?
Yeah, I'll wear it.
I want to see how you look in it.
Signal.
Is that this? You look damn fine in that hat. I like that.
I think it should be
We should get you like a tin foil. You look kind of like a pirate chick. That's my head sweat.
Gross.
You're welcome. You look kind of like a pirate chick. Bear got my Bear Facts, sent you an email thanking you and shared it with my brothers in my district. Bless you, brother. Thank you. She does make the hat look good. Bless you, Okie. Ag operator. Didn't we talk about David and his weapons last night? We sure did, bro. We sure did. Most Christians are not preppers. Most Christians believe that they'll be taken care of. What they fail to see is the people that are probably going to be taking care of them are us. that the father tapped on the shoulder. And I don't know where the line is there as far as responsibility and spirituality, but I got to be kind of honest here, and possibly a little bit egotistical. Why do I get tapped on the shoulder and told I got to prepare for people I never met before if they're not switched on, and then I got to feed them? Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, how come everybody can't be switched on?
It's the same state we're in right now, in the welfare state.
That's exactly right. That's a good point. Yeah, it's just more welfare.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's willful ignorance, man. It's willful ignorance that you don't have to look around. And listen, man, by the time we get to the story of Joseph in Genesis, the beginning of the book, they're on their third famine. And just, 20 pages into the beginning of the book. My apologies, but what Bible do you read from, brother? I read from the scriptures, and I get that question so many times that I actually shot a video on it. You could just look up Bear Independent Bible in the search bar, and there's about a 18-minute long video discussing what I use and why there. But it's the scriptures, brother. It's from isr-messianic.org. Need a bear flag to replace my Revolution War militia flag. I'll get you one, brother. No, I'm not a big fan of the King Jimmy. We have several copies of it. I like the ones that we have. I like your granny's copy because it's old.
It's like Old English.
If you are taking them in, they should work for their food. Yeah, listen, that's 1 Timothy 5:8. He who does not work has denied the faith and is worse than an infidel. Okay? Yeah, that's purely scriptural. Dason Jalkanen. Bless you, brother. I don't know how your name is said. Dason Jalkanen. Dason Jalkanon. Bless you, brother. Thank you. Yeah, I do need a T-shirt with the FAQs on the scripture.
We'll tattoo it on his forehead.
Probably.
But in reverse, so it like shows.
Yeah, I
up
like
on
that.
camera.
Like an ambulance. Like an ambulance.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Community-based United, not decided. Bugs. Much love from not Minnesota, Peggy. Bless you. It's our duty to tell our friends, put the tag on it, and you are Mini Pearl. Oh, yeah. Divided. Yeah, I don't know, man. Most Christians are not preppers, but most preppers are Christians. It's been my experience. Not all of them. Some are atheists, some are agnostic, some are Mormons, some are... Well, there's a lot of Mormons, actually. I don't know any Islamic preppers. Do you? Me either.
Not personally, no.
Yeah. Yes, 119 Ministries is Torah observant Christians. Yeah, and the 119 Ministries Fellowship Finder is a great resource for finding those people. Buddhist. So, and the other thing to understand is that, like, Snaked is a heathen. So, and it's, truthfully, the world and the Big C Church doesn't consider us Christians because we don't do what they say to do. We do what our Messiah said to do. So, and that pisses off people in power in the church. And I don't really care because it's not them that will be judging me in the end of days. So, I have a video on it. That's a great one. I got a video on it. Yeah. Drinking my moonshine, waiting on Night Bear. What's in the bottle? This is the drink of warriors. Water. Plus half the church is trafficked children. Yeah, don't get me started on that. Private label freeze-dried food buckets. The bare necessities. We'll get there, man. I think one day it'll be all bared out. But right now, we're just having fun with it. I'm really... Good job, baby.
Thanks.
I'm really heartened, honestly, by how well you guys have responded to the first aid kits. I love it. So, and we put them together. That's like that's some of our time.
Yeah. Our date. Like, let's go to the barn and put together some bear facts.
Justin, email me ntxmag November Tango X-ray Mike Alpha Golf at gmail.com. Bless you, David.
Alyssa question.
The Alyssa question.
I forgot what the illicit question was.
I didn't. NWA Prepper, bless you, man. Michael Sorensen, man. And just FYI, we are doing a Gen 2. That doesn't mean don't buy the Gen 1 right now. We are, in fact, the Gen 1 is going to be at the current pricing. The Gen 2 is going to have a slightly elevated price, but it's going to have slightly improved features as well. Do I even operate? What kind of question is that? I will operate right through this phone into your living room and skull choke you. I was going to say a bad word, but then I didn't because the internet's here. Yeah, I operate occasionally. Alyssa's question, how do preppers with disabilities work their way into a community or a team? I would say go meet like-minded people. Titan Taylor, don't even get me started, bro. My quad's bigger than your face. For real. Go meet people now, and I was just talking about this on a Patreon video. Not everybody is operators, man. That's the thing, right? Like my wife, well, I gotta get your face out of the comments. There we go. Okay.
You gotta do it a little bit further back.
But then they can't hear us. Okay.
I'll talk loud.
Talk loud.
And you lean.
I'll lean.
Lean together. There we go.
Not a smooth operator. Bug out bushcrafter. Bug out bushcrafter. Bless you, man. Thank you. So listen, my wife can do the things, right? That's not her primary role. She falls into what's called the auxiliary. She helps take care of the people who help take care of her. Meaning that you have to have security so that we can maintain normalcy, but you have to have normalcy to maintain, right? And that's what the auxiliary does. So if you are a disabled prepper, focus on the things that you can do. Can you knit? Probably. What?
Said put the hat back on. Okay,
Yeah,
fine.
actually. Oh, you're gonna wear it? Okay, that helps.
I'm just nuking my brain right now for you guys.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. We need an auxiliary. Every one of us needs. You just need to find a group to fit into and make sure that they understand that. I said in the video that we'll post on Patreon soon, everybody in the tribe should be able to do two things, operate two things. One is a rifle, the other is a shovel, right? Now, if you're, let's say you're wheelchair bound, okay, I can teach you to shoot from a wheelchair. I really can, right? And there's times where it's gonna make sense. Oh, you want me to scoot over?
Well, lean.
I don't, maybe, but this is just stupid. Sorry, guys. Go ahead. There's plenty of things that...
Quit moving the camera, Patriot Plumber says.
Shh.
So there's plenty of skill sets that you can have as a disabled person. You can sew, you can cook, you can clean.
You can prep, like food
you
prep.
Can food
and
prep.
Watch kids.
You can childcare. You can teach.
Mm-hmm.
So just because you're disabled doesn't mean you can't do anything. But if you have the mentality that you're disabled and you can't do anything, then yeah, it's not gonna work.
Yep, and that's a great point, because I think part of that is that the way you carry yourself projects to the people that you're working with, right? Mm-hmm. So if you show up and you're like, yeah, I'm not really good for anything, you're gonna have a hell of a hard time convincing them that you're good for something, right? If you show up and you're like, yeah, I don't run real well, but I can, from this chair right here, I can hit a paper plate at 50 yards with a carbine, 30 out of 30 rounds, and I'm really good at sewing, and I can fish like crazy, and I've been reading nonstop. I am your oracle. Ask me a question, I got an answer for you. Okay, yeah, I want you on board. But I think it's really important that you start doing those things now, not after the balloon goes up, because room on a team for a disabled person after the balloon goes up is gonna be really hard to find. Right now, it's probably not easy to find, but it'll definitely be harder for everybody, able-bodied or not, differently abled or not, after the balloon goes up. So I think it's mindset over everything. I mean, I heard a podcast with a guy who was blind, and I believe was blind and had both of his legs amputated after an IED blast in Iraq. And he now is a professional chocolatier and mountain climber.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, this guy gets it. Like, life doesn't stop when you get
And
disabled.
there's plenty of stories out there like that.
Yeah.
I mean, like phenomenal artists that don't have any arms that paint with their toes.
Yep.
Do you know how hard it is to paint a picture with your toes?
Right. Well, what about that guy with no arms and no legs, who's a motivational speaker, who
Right.
rolls around, right? So
You can do it. You just have to be in the mindset. You just have to get your head straight.
run a radio, commo, yeah,
Right.
exactly. Yeah. So with needle and thread, some cooking, teaching, excellent memorization, good with kids and other things as well. Although blind in a wheelchair, I live independently. Yeah, listen, Alyssa, you got it going on, okay?
Right.
And so it's very much so. No, you are less of a dead weight issue than a lot of very able-bodied people, okay? And that's the argument that I would make, and I would make it in confidence. Listen, I'm different than you, but I can do the things. Maybe I can't do them the same way you can, or I do a different set of things than you can, but I can do the things, and I'm here to contribute. I want to help. I'm not asking you to take care of me. I want to help, right? Yep, Jesse, I agree. I agree. Do the things, exactly, Andrew. Yeah, cool breeze, I agree. I mean, but the thing is, it's not about, if you're that person in that wheelchair, it's not about wanting somebody to take care of you. It's about wanting the fulfillment to be able to do the things yourself.
Right.
And do them yourself within the context of a greater community, right? That's fulfillment, right? It's contributing, taking responsibility.
Well, and in knowing in that situation that, hey, I'm gonna, like, I could use someone with a good set of eyes that can keep lookout.
Or run a radio.
Right.
Or
And so I'm going to find that person and I'm going to offer this skill set that they don't have.
Yep.
And
Shalom, Gray Scout.
ow.
Sorry. You don't need that. What year is that truck? Great question. right in there, right in the wheelhouse. What we're talking about, man. It's an 07. Continue.
I forgot.
Shalom. Mindset. Do the
Mindset,
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But find those people now. Work towards that.
Yeah.
Now.
Bring value to the table. Absolutely. Roger that, Patriot. Bless you, brother. Thank you. Idiots on a faux wheeler. So, but I think that that's something that all people need to understand. I don't know. He might be on call. I think that's something that all people need to understand. You need to willingly bear responsibility for something greater than yourself to find fulfillment in life. Like, whether you're 18 or 68, you've got all your fingers and toes or none of them. You know, you can see, you can't see, you can hear, you can't hear, whatever. Like, you need to willingly shoulder the burden. Pick up your cross daily and follow me, says Messiah. You got to willingly shoulder the burden. Bless you, Ken. Thank you, brother. And so to find that fulfillment, whether in the context of a group or a tribe or anything else, man, you have to willingly shoulder the burden. Do the hard things. Do the hard things. However that hard thing manifests for you, you do the hard things. RS, bless you. How can I get tactical with these squirrels in my garden? Tell them what you do for squirrels, honey.
So I've got a vermint
It's a gammo.
a gammo. But I think it's a gammo vermint.
Varmint, yeah.
Varmint.
Varminter.
Vermint.
Here, you tell them I'm gonna go get my squirrel gun.
So it's a pellet gun, but it shoots like 1,400 feet per second. And the squirrels around here allow me to get pretty close because usually they're eating the chicken food that they don't want to leave. So I can generally get within about 10, 15 feet of them and shoot them, headshot, and they're dead. And then we let the dogs eat them. So that is not your squirrel.
Oh, that's my squirrel gun.
No, it's not.
I didn't tell you?
You're such a
I didn't
cheese
tell you?
puff. You're a cheese puff. That is not.
Oh, you want to see my squirrel gun? Squirrels are just rats with a better wardrobe. I like that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. They really are. You ever skin one? That's exactly what they look like. Squirrel gun. Poke holes in them at 1,000. That is the most country answer. What did you tell them?
Then I shoot them with the pellet gun and then let the dogs eat them.
That's exactly right.
You're so beautiful. I love your gun. Oh my gosh.
Yep. Oh yeah.
You can't really see the camo-ness on it. Like,
Up close?
yeah,
That's good. I wanted it to look like mud.
it does.
It looks like mud.
No, that's not the pellet gun puzzle.
No, this is not a pellet gun. Not even close.
No, we don't eat squirrels.
Nope. Leviticus 11:6 and 7 deals with rabbits and things that goes forth on paws. And squirrels got them paws, so we don't eat them. I'm actually going to be doing a series of videos on this gun called 1,000 for 1,000. Your rifle identifies as a pellet gun. Yeah, this is a custom build, and I got $1,000 into it, and I am more than confident that I can hit steel at 1,000 with this thing. So, and I'll tell you more about it at that time. Beef bacon.
The squirrel jihad. Yes. It may
Homie
come down to
too.
a squirrel jihad.
It's kind of already turned into a squirrel jihad.
Yeah.
So
I've actually I've popped off a screen on our kitchen window so that I can raise the window and lay down on the floor with my pellet gun and shoot the squirrels without ever having to leave the house.
yeah,
So I sniper our squirrels
yeah,
with my pellet gun.
yeah. You do a good job of it too.
Yes.
This is a 308 Winchester, 20-inch heavy stainless barrel, compensator, the whole nine. Yeah, it's an AR-10 platform, and I really dig it. It's not light, boy. It's not light. It's actually, as shown, a 14-pound gun, but not something that I would be rucking with. But for sitting in position and raining the lead, it's PSA, brother, PSA. So, M14, great gun. I'm gonna go put my squirrel gun back up. I'll be right back. Who makes the beef bacon? Ya makes it, and then
Cows.
cows are there. No, fuck you.
Oh goodness. So yeah, our beef bacon we just get they order it. We have a local butcher that we call, and they order it from a place up in Tulsa and ship it to us. So,
Tulsa.
Oh my goodness, this guy gotta go.
Who?
That guy.
Baku Noyan?
Yeah.
Later, Baku. Thank you, Linda. Bless you, Patriot. Oh, Alyssa, it's all good. Loco, I see you. How much does mine weigh? I don't know what you're talking about. Don't call me handsome. Are you talking to my wife? Oh!
He was unhinged by Patriot. Wait.
No,
there you
he
go.
was hidden.
Oh no, he.
Can you
unhidden
please
it
post
and
me
then
one
hid
of
it.
those guns to England? Get right on it, John. I'll get right on it. It's all good. How many mods are here? Enough. Do we need more? It's whatevs. So I think, yeah, I mean, I feel like that's kind of that's a pretty good tactical Tuesday. We talked about children's medical care, bugging in, faith, communities, AR-10s, sniping squirrels, gardening for SHTF, the number of calories that you need, rookie in training. Bless you, brother. What are you oopsing about? My wife is right here. Play nice. I would be willing to be one if you need more mods. That is, Roger that.
Yeah, aluminum foil hats. When
Aluminum
your service
foil
sucks.
hats. Guess what, MH Fitbody? You are now a mod. Bless you, brother. You're awesome. Before you leave, Bear, any updates on Nebraska? Not yet, Jesse. I got 3 point of contacts there. I'm waiting for somebody to raise their hand and say, we're ready for you. But they're not there yet, man. They're not there yet. So it's... I wish that they would be. I'm ready to do the things. But on the other hand, I'm kind of like, we just got back from Florida. So, you know.
It takes a lot out of you. So.
When they're ready, we'll be there. They're not ready yet. So, Cameron, hey. So, I am your Uncle Thomas. I've been meaning to talk to you about that. And by the way, quit smoking weed and get your life together, okay? Me and your dad have been talking about it, and it's just not going well for you. So knock it off, all right? Listen, I don't want to have this talk in person. Okay. So, just told my wife the Rabbit Jihad story. She wants to meet you now. That's awesome. Oh, man. Bless you, Free Spirit Press News. Shoot me an email. I have family out there. North American Rescue. Jesse, how about when you have a moment, you email me? And I mean that in all love, brother, because email is not my forte. I literally hired somebody to run it for me. So just send me an email right now. November Tango X-Ray, Mike Alpha Golf, NTXMag at Gmail, and just put Jesse from the live stream in the title, and I'll know that it's you. So, Badger, yeah, you are. You're great. Add moderator, handled. Awesome. Not what I meant. Well, Linda, listen. Garlic works well too. Garlic does work well for moderating a live stream.
No. Somebody asked for insects in the garden. Yes. Garlic, onions, mint does really well.
Mm-hmm. Lemon balm.
Marigolds. Yeah, lemon balm.
Garlic geeks. Uncle Cody, I love you, brother. Would you just get here already? You owe me a text message, sir.
Yeah, peppermint oil. Like, the mints do a really good job.
And by the way, Uncle Cody, you realize you're one of the few people on the planet that, like, can text me and I'll respond to. So I'm giving you permission.
He said check your phone.
You check your phones, sir. Which one?
Yeah, see, like, Cody, that's the problem, is he has all the phones.
I have 2 text messages. Oh, one's from Cody. Shut up. Friday, shishabba-dabba-da. Let's check it. We'll figure it out.
And now he's distracted. Good job, Cody.
Well, I also got somebody texting me about flood zones in Oklahoma.
Oh.
So we'll figure it out. All right, yeah, man.
Yeah, we're not in a flood. Well, we are in a flood zone, but
we're just not flooded currently. So I'm literally laughing so hard. That is not what I meant. Listen, Linda, take it down a notch, okay? Breathe. Are you doing that laugh? You know when you laugh so hard that you can't breathe and no noise comes out when you're like this? And everybody's like, are you dying? And you're waiting for somebody to do the chokey sign, but they're just laughing that hard? Yep. Vicks might work in the garden.
Hey, it might.
It might. Who's Vic?
Except for it's got a bunch of petroleum in it, so, you know, you're going to be spraying oil.
Petrolatum.
Yeah, all over your food.
She's better than the crap they already spray on our food. They're already spraying oil on our food, you know. Time to build an ark. I agree. It's real bad if you laugh so hard tears run down your legs.
Yeah, that may not be
Logan,
tears.
shalom, brother. Okay. Well, dang, it's 8:30, man. It's about the time to do the thing. So, I'll tell you what. Let's what shall we do? I've got to look at the thing
I don't know.
now.
Any last questions?
I'm distracted now.
I know. Seven Dust does work, but it's not organic.
The band Seven Dust?
No, like the sprinkles.
Oh. Like on like cupcakes? Like Jimmy's?
No.
I'm texting Uncle Cody. I'm going to put the entire internet on hold for Uncle Cody because that's how much I love him. Sent. Yeah, holding pattern.
Yes, I've been to Montana. I've been to Montana.
I'm working on it, Matthew. We're getting there.
Have you been to Montana?
Yes.
When? When did you go to Montana?
A little thing called Before I Met You, doing the contracty things.
No.
What do you think about for 300 back out for SHTF? You better be independently wealthy and have a whole crap ton of it. So, otherwise overrated. Short barreled SBR rifles, yeah, sure. Why do you need one of those? You don't need one. So, cool. Let's pray. Let's shut this sucker down. Let's go inside and hang out with our kiddos. Whoa, the lid wasn't on when I set that down. I just laughed so hard I got tears on my leg. You ready?
Yes.
All right, let's do it. Father Yah, thank you for the opportunity to just come together using this technology and try to do our broken best to put a smile on your face. Father, I pray that you would speak truth into the hearts of everybody within the sound of my voice, and that you would just continue to nourish us and train us and push us in the right direction and guide us even when we are not good listeners, Father, even when we are obstinate and hard-headed and we struggle to hear your voice, that you would show up and that you would manifest yourself in such a way that is undeniable, that it is you, and that you would build amazing testimony in us, Father. And I pray that as we move forward in these just crazy, uncertain times, that you'd bring us peace, and that we would be peace to everybody around us, and that you would continuously build us up and educate us and edify us so that we can operate from positions of strength and be good for you, and continue to minister to the brokenhearted and everybody that we come in contact with, and do that in such a way that it brings glory to you, Father, that people would come to know you that wouldn't otherwise know you because of us and because of the testimonies that we build. And so, Father, I pray that you just continue to do all the things that you do, that you would stretch out your hand to us, that you'd smile upon us, and that even when we mess up, Father, that you just continue to make a way for us. And I pray that you just, above all things, keep being you and allowing a way for us broken-hearted, broken people to come and meet you through Yeshua Messiah. And I ask all these things in his name. Amen. Amen. Bless you guys. You're awesome. We're gonna go to bed. James Cipriano is here. We can't leave now. James is here.
Oh,
Just
no.
kidding. We're leaving. All right. Love you guys. You're awesome. Bye. I missed the button. I'm so good at this. At missing the button.